And then I woke up one night, thought I'd heard something, and I realised the only thing I had for protection was out-of-date condoms and a massive dildo.
Birds, five birds, birds, five birds, birds, five birds, five birds and a mic.
Hello and welcome to episode 42 of Five Birds and a Mic. Well, it still shouldn't be Five Birds anymore, should it? We need to change this name. Every week we say we're going to change it, and it doesn't. But we're back to four of us. Boy, we could call Andrew. Yeah, we won't go into that topic again because that didn't start well last time, did it?
No.
Hope everyone's well. And should we do a quick catch-up? We didn't catch up last week, as you'll probably be pleased to see. There's no whiteboards today. We're all right. We're whiteboard free.
Such a good idea on paper.
It's like most things in life, isn't it? The idea is great, the execution is shite.
Yeah.
Anyway, how is everybody?
Yeah.
Good. Mm-hmm. Meh.
Meh?
Just meh.
It's like the weather, isn't
Don't-
it?
Yeah.
Yeah, don't have anything to really... No, kids haven't run away. Dog hasn't run away. Husband's still ran away. Nothing's really changed. I literally live to go to work or be with the kids. That's my life now.
And the clock's going back has just destroyed me.
Yeah. Oh my God, that hour from like the kids having the tea to bedtime, it's like the longest hour ever.
Yeah, we see 5 o'clock now in the morning. 5 o'clock in the morning is a thing.
Yeah.
And it's black.
It's
It's
so
really dark.
It's
Isn't it
so
supposed
dark.
to get lighter on a morning?
It's pitch black.
It does at
No.
the beginning, but it's still dark at 5 o'clock. Sunday
Ah.
morning, I was up at 5 Sunday morning, and I was just like, what is my life? You look out of the window and everyone's curtains are still shut and the lights are still off, and you're the only house that's like got YouTube on.
Because Channel 5 doesn't have the TV, still doesn't start until whatever time.
You know it's bad
6:30.
when CBeebies isn't
Yeah,
on.
it's not
That's
turned on
when you
yet.
know it's bad. Not even started yet.
Tim and I got really excited. We were like, yes, we get an extra hour. Shh, we won't.
Nope.
We won't. We'll just have an extra hour of the day that will be hell.
Yeah.
That was basically what it was. It was just an
quite nice in
extension
that
of a day.
Steve kind of planned it, because I ended up putting myself in the bath because I was knackered. And then I was like, hold on, I can still hear Ted. What's he doing? So Steve kept him up till like 10 o'clock. So that when it went back, Ted
Yeah.
was fast asleep. We all got a lie in. We didn't appear till about 8:30, 9 o'clock.
See, that's
Oh my
amazing.
God.
My kids don't. They have
No.
an internal clock that doesn't matter what happens.
But we knew he was awake because he started playing on his xylophone. That's how bored he was. He pulled out his
Xylophone.
xylophone.
I wish my kids woke up and just played on a xylophone. Just
Stayed
be
in
like
his
a nice morning wake up. Ding,
It
ding,
was just
ding,
like Lewis
ding.
Capaldi on his xylophone, but apparently
yeah,
there was
we
no
don't
F
have-
key, so it didn't sound right. And then he started getting mad, so that's when we had to get up.
Oh my word.
Wow. Yeah, that's
Mine. That's not.
Mine
That's
are
not
like
like
a
it's
scene from The Haunted. They're just there. I like turn over and they're just both there. The faces surrounding like in my face. Okay, it's time to get up. Biscuits.
Oh.
Get the biscuits.
They don't seem to get. This morning they were really nice. We sat and watched a film together. They got snuggled up. Took about half an hour to get everything settled. And then they kept sitting down. They wanted something. Kept sitting down. They wanted something. Now I know how Tim feels when I do the same to him. But we got everything together. Normally I hear them because they're screaming at each other.
Mm.
But now there's a dog involved as well. So it's all you hear is Freddie, Freddie, no, mummy, he's bit me. I'm like, which one? Is it Albert? Is it the dog? I don't know. But either way, I lie and wait and see if there's another noise. If it's a higher scream, I'll get up. If not, they've dealt with it. One might be dead, but it's okay.
Yeah.
I still have 2
Yeah.
out of 3. One, it's fine.
I am, and I'm not looking forward to Bella being at that point where I can just be like, oh, she's fine. Because she's not fine. I cannot leave Bella.
No, I still don't know if they are fine. I caught Betsy trying to open a box with a knife the other day.
Oh.
Not a little knife, a massive knife. I said, what are you doing? She said, I'm doing what you've done. I thought, shit, yeah, I did do that the other day. Didn't think she saw me, but she'd obviously
How
clocked.
did she get the
sees
knife?
everything.
She's tall. She got a step. She got in. She chose the right one. Massive. The big carving knife right at the bottom. So she delved around, got her fingers right in between all the other ones to get to the right
other
big one.
knives. Oh, it's when you think about the possibilities, isn't
The thought
it?
of it. Yeah. But
Bella-
then she carried it all the way to the other side of the sitting room. And it's an extension, so it's not a small one. Walked all the way along. Brilliant.
Yeah, it's awful, isn't it?
can't
When you
have
think
anything.
about the worst case scenario. I
cannot
always
have
do that with things.
anything.
I'll be driving along and I'll be like, you know, when you'd like turn a corner, I'll be like, oh, could you imagine if I just didn't turn? I would have like, do you always think about the worst case scenario about something?
No, that's not really a worst case scenario. That's more like a.
It's more like an impending
Suicidal
doom when you're
thought.
on a come down.
That's a suicidal thought, Megan.
No, you know what I mean? Like, you just
Intrusive
think,
thoughts.
oh, God, could you imagine if I'd have done that? Or like, you're not really like focusing and then you've got a brake in front of you and you're like, could you imagine if I just didn't see the car in front of me and I just went into the back of it? You always got to think about the worst case scenario and then it makes you feel better about what actually happened.
Clinging onto the silver linings, isn't it?
I'd love to reference relationships in that part, but we'll skirt over that. Could you imagine if you married him? Ooh.
Impending doom.
Drive into the wall, Meg. Drive into the wall.
You should have definitely not turned the corner.
Yeah, best case scenario, just drive.
And enough of that. So is everyone all right? Everyone's okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, for the most part.
Yeah, I'm alright.
Oh, good. Yeah, Andrew's okay. Andrew's all right, everyone? I bet everyone's really pleased about that.
Bit stressed.
Are you stressed?
Yeah, a little bit.
Why?
We're moving this week.
Oh.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, that is stressful.
Anywho. Does anyone want to know any more? No? Okay, right, we'll move on.
Yeah.
Oh, I feel really mean now.
I had loads of juicy stuff, but it's not for the podcast.
No,
No, but it
Just-
was good, juicy stuff, though. We had
just
a
juicy stuff for us.
podcast
Ah.
gossip.
That's the problem, though, because we end up not having seen each other for 2 or 3 days. You end up getting everything out before
Yeah.
you start the podcast.
Yeah. Which is probably a
Yeah.
good thing because otherwise we just talk.
Yeah. Well, we were talking
Yeah.
about when we first started quite a few weeks ago. Emma and I started talking about boobs, and Andrew walks in and goes, "Shut up, let's start recording." And it's never the same again when you say it again, though, is
No, repeating it just doesn't have the same pizzazz.
it? Pizzazz.
Pizzazz.
Sparkle.
Pizzazz.
Pizzazz.
You're too real, aren't you, for that? You're too real.
Yeah,
Authentic.
we're not fake.
Authentic.
Original material.
OGs.
We are.
Yeah.
OGs.
Yeah. Talking of original material, shall we do a theme today, or are we just going to chat?
I have nothing to chat about.
Are you a
apart from-
non-chatter?
Yeah, just like CBBS or skincare. Because that's my new thing.
Let's
But
do a
no
theme.
cleaning. No cleaning.
cleaning.
Let's do a theme then. Let's do a theme. Shall we do a theme? Okay, I've got 2 themes. 2 things I've noticed massively this week. Rule breakers, because there's a lot of them at the minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or things that children do or you did as a child that you thought was okay, and now when you look back, it really wasn't okay.
Okay. I've got one for the second one.
The children one.
Yeah. I mean, there's loads of rule breaking things, isn't there?
Yeah.
I'm breaking rules every day.
Yeah.
I've got a single parentship now. So I
Oh.
do what I
Yeah.
want.
I'm the same.
Do
Single
what I want.
person.
Yeah.
Honestly. You get away with a lot more.
No, the only thing you get away with is you get reduced council tax. That's all you're allowed to get,
And
Megan.
even then, it's bloody expensive.
I don't even get that.
I know.
I am a single parent with no benefit of being a single parent. How shit is that?
Yeah.
That's shit, that.
That is shit, because you can't even do a Tinder. You can't even use your kids for any
No.
gain.
No, I can't.
Can't
go out
claim
on a
anything
date.
extra.
Can't claim
get
anything
any
extra.
benefits. Can't do nothing. No free money. It's shit.
Apart from Rob's money. Does he give...
Yeah, he's giving me money.
Yeah.
No,
So that's
he hasn't
free.
this month, so this month's
Not
been
yet.
pretty
Robert,
tough.
you're due. You're due,
But
mate.
next month I'm getting some money for the kids, so that's good. Thank God. 'Cause they can't carry on
You
living
gotta
on
go B&M.
Lunchables.
B&M, you'd be like, Dad's not giving me any money this week. Kids, look sad. We might get some free Haribos.
Just Emma doing the drive-bys, getting all these free packed lunches
Yeah.
this week.
Put them in freezer.
I'm a single parent. I keep seeing him and thinking, oh, I could possibly get them some of them free meals.
You could get it, Meg, with your single life.
Get a free pack up.
Yeah. How?
Does she look like she's on fucking half term from school?
I
Barely.
could try.
It's hard life, isn't it, for our Meggie? Moving into this massive house.
Yeah.
Finding
Our-
independence,
Our
getting a
Meggie.
grip.
Our Maggie's moving in to a nice shared
week.
house.
This week, and I've been to IKEA,
No.
and I've been to B&M and the Range and Dunelm.
You got
I've
all
got
your bits.
loads.
Have
new
you been to
stuff.
Home Bargains though?
No, I did all of that. That was a full day. That was all yesterday, and by the end of it, I was knackered.
Yeah.
It's
And have you
such
bought your
hard work.
plates and your knives and forks?
No, because this is what I need to ask about, and I don't want to feel really stupid. But
Brilliant. Hold on, let me have a sip of water.
Let's get ready for this. I don't think there's going to be a theme, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be
no,
Maggie moving into a house.
I don't know if I'm supposed to bring my own or if it's shared. I'm
Yeah.
moving into a shared house. So
They-
I mean, I've bought a gin glass and I bought a wine glass.
Priorities are very,
Essential.
yeah.
But in terms of knife and forks and plates and stuff, I don't really know what I'm supposed to do. Do I
I
just buy
don't
one
know.
of everything and keep it in my own cupboard?
I don't know.
What would
It's
you
not.
do?
It's just good manners to take your own.
I would take at least one of everything.
just one of
Just
everything.
in
Actually, I'd be
case.
taking 2 of everything, because if you have a late night and you're feeling lazy and you get a greedy greet, you go and eat it in bed, and then you want a sandwich the next day because it's your day off and you've not washed your plates and the kitchen's full, and that's stressful. If you've got a spare one, you've got a spare clean plate.
Yes.
So do we not all share plates? And
But
stuff?
this is the other thing. Is
Well, it's
that
not a student house, so no.
No, but it's a
You don't.
professional. But it's a professional house, and that kitchen is
It's
beautiful.
beautiful.
So it might be that they've put everything together. For me, when you go,
Why don't you just ask the question?
I'd go and
Because I
check.
don't want to look stupid.
It's not stupid. It's not stupid.
Why don't you take a couple of plates for mine, or
Don't look
Like-
at me.
like
No,
pretend
it's not
plates.
taking
Take
my
them from
stuff.
here.
Like pretend plates, like that.
Take
I'm not
something
actually gonna
like you've
keep,
got
just be
them.
like, oh,
and then
by
Yeah.
the way, whilst we're on the subject,
do I need this? And
Yeah.
if they say no, you go okay, and then just give
Yeah,
them
take
back.
them from here.
and if they say yes, I'll just buy ones.
Exactly.
Or you could just buy some.
Yeah,
What
but
if
then
I
if
don't
she
wanna
doesn't
buy
need to
some if
buy
I don't
some, if she doesn't
need
need
it?
it.
You've just had a whole day of buying shit that you probably didn't really need that much. but-
Everybody
but
needs
the
six cushions.
How many cushions for your bed?
Yeah. 2.
I think there's about 8 in our spare room. Yeah.
Are they the right colours though?
I have no idea. There's also plants. You didn't buy plants, did you? There's a lot of
I've got a couple
plants.
of plants, but everyone, you need loads of plants. I am going to use them plants.
Real plants or fake
No,
ones?
fake.
You're
Can't
not
look after
you're not
real
moving
ones.
into a greenhouse,
Fake
babe.
ones. But you don't need to have loads of plants if they're fake, because to have real plants is for the oxygen, isn't it? Don't
Yes.
people have loads of real plants for the air?
Yeah, but then
in
you
their
got to take
house?
care of them.
I know, but that's why people have loads of plants.
To take care of them.
No,
don't
to
take care of themselves.
them, but for the air that you breathe and everything, it's like, what is it? Oxygen.
It's
They
purification of the
release-
air, yeah.
Yeah, they purify
It's
the
the
oxygen
antioxidants
in
and the
air.
So if I bought like a cactus.
No.
No, it won't do anything for the air. No.
Oh, I think cactuses are pointless.
Why?
They're just pointless. What do they do?
What do any plants do?
Well, fundamentally quite a lot for us actually. They allow us to breathe,
Yeah,
but
plants are
cactuses they're
pretty
just
as
evil.
well.
They actually store a lot of water. So if you're in the desert and you did find a cactus, a big healthy one,
Yeah, but
if
not
you
in the middle
went
of the night
in,
though, Dre. It wouldn't work in the middle of the night, would it?
why are we in the middle of the
If you're
night?
thirsty in her room. She's thinking of cactuses for her room.
She's thinking aesthetically. She's thinking what next to put up on Instagram. Just as a knowledgeable little into this conversation we're attempting to have, cactuses store a lot of water. So if you're ever in the middle of nowhere and there's a cactus, knife straight through that, you'll bit of water, you'll survive.
There you are. So if you
In the middle of the night,
keep
if I
a
get
cactus
if I
in the
get
middle of the
really
night, so
thirsty
you don't have
and
to
I
go
don't want to go
downstairs.
down,
You
I
can
can
use your
just chop
spare
it.
knife that you've not taken downstairs because they've got some that you're sharing. Keep it. Keep your knife upstairs.
well, you always got to have a knife by side of bed anyway, haven't you? Just in case.
Pardon?
You got to have a knife by side of bed.
Do you have a knife?
Did you find that when we were getting the room all sorted? Or was it my mum?
Yes, I did, yeah, and they took
We
my
have
fucking
hockey
finger off.
sticks.
Yeah,
Pardon?
just a knife downside of bed.
What?
Just- In case somebody breaks in.
Something, yeah. Rob has like a metal bar in the car that
No.
rattles around.
I don't
Yeah.
think
Have a knife. If they come into your
I
room.
wouldn't have a knife. We don't have a knife.
What?
Come off it. There's more chances that you'll get killed by that knife.
Is they?
Because do you know how to stab someone?
No, she doesn't
But
even know
somebody who's breaking into
No.
your house
Megan has just described how
Well-
to stab, has shown how to
well,
do someone.
probably be able to stab you more than you can stab them.
What if I have
so
two
you're
knives?
giving them a weapon.
Oh, you've got my knife. Oh.
I can't please tell me this is a joke.
No, genuinely, I've always had knives by the side of my bed.
Brilliant. I'm petrified to move back into my own place.
Oh,
That
not in
is
yours. Not in yours,
horrendous.
because I'm in someone else's house.
What
but
about
I will.
children?
I don't have any children.
She doesn't have to worry about this type of stuff.
She had Bradley.
Oh, yeah, but he's gone, hasn't he?
Yeah.
So
She
you
can
have
have
two
knives
knives
together
now.
now.
No, it's not. Surely that's against the law, isn't it? Because then it's premeditated. Someone
It
comes
would count
in,
if she stabbed him.
You-
It'd
you
count
would-
as premeditated.
you'd be done for manslaughter.
What if they
Minimum.
broke in?
Yes.
We're
because
not
you're
America.
attacking them.
Yeah.
If they break in, your best thing is just to fucking pretend you're asleep.
Well, do you know what I'll do then? I'll have like a cheese knife
No.
and pretend it's from my cheese the night before, and then that's my story, and be like, it worked out really lucky because I got my cheese
She's
knife.
going to have a cheese platter next to her bed.
The problem
Every
is, that you keep reaching up as if you're just going to go straight in the rear, and I know full well you don't have the force for that.
She's gonna come and start getting that ring.
cheese every night. For her own protection.
Just in case.
Just in case.
Yeah.
Please, Megan, no.
So a bat.
You can't.
Well,
no, you're not
yeah,
even meant to have a
but-
bat. You're not even.
No,
you're not
but-
meant to have anything that it can be classed as a weapon, because then it's
So
premeditated.
you just keep a bottle.
You shouldn't have a bat. Should
I love-
never have a bat.
What is this person doing? What is this person doing? Coming and
I
eat your
don't know,
cheese?
but if I'm in my bed and
I
somebody
don't think they're
comes
coming in.
unannounced,
I don't think they'll be coming in.
They might do.
What-
Mine's the first bedroom at top upstairs, isn't it?
Well, they're not going to come
They'll
up
see
the
the fairy
stairs.
lights twinkling above the
They'll
bed.
smell your
underneath.
cheese and they'll be
Smell
like,
the
no
cheese
way.
and all the fucking scented candles and be like, ooh, do you know what? And they go in there, see what she's got.
Or they'll be like,
Maybe I see if I can get a cactus.
I'm a bit thirsty. Have she got a cactus? Oh, look at this knife. Perfect. I'll cut a bit of leaf. Bit
They'll
of
walk
arm off the
straight past the
cactus.
games room and all the office equipment. They'll be like, oh, she's got a gingerbread candle. I'll go and get that.
Who knows? All right. Who knows what is
It
wrong
makes
with the
you
world?
sleep better at night, babe.
She doesn't sleep.
That's because I ain't got a knife.
I can't believe you. You can't.
Why?
You just can't, Megan. You just can't. Them's is the rules. You
We should
can't.
probably edit this whole podcast.
There'll be people. Surely, everyone that's listening now surely needs to shake their head and say you can't do it. Can you? You can't. Can you? You can't.
So what happens if they come in and they've got a knife?
Lay still, pretend you're asleep. If you're not a threat, it's very unlikely you're going to get stabbed unless it's a premeditated attack on you. And if they do go to attack you and stab you,
Get my
stab,
knife.
and then, no, you just stay very fucking still. Stab, act dead. Boom,
Yeah.
off the toddle.
That would be mine. That would be mine.
Act dead, stay still. The more you move, if they stab you first and you try and move, chances are you're going to fucking bleed to death even quicker because you're exerting yourself.
I've got lots of pillows. If someone came in, I'd just put a pillow over me, a pillow around me.
Cushions.
I'd
Got a
say
lot
to
of
Tim,
cushions,
someone's
that's
here,
okay.
Tim. You need to save
Oh
me.
yeah, you'd be very calm like that.
I would just not move.
You would scream
I would
your
not
head
move.
off.
I would not move.
I
And,
know,
then-
you
and then I would
wouldn't.
move because I wouldn't be able to live somewhere.
At
that
the
did that.
old flat, I used to have my hockey stick under the bed. Then it went in the car. Don't know why, but it's still there. And then I woke up one night, thought I'd heard something, and I realised the only thing I had for protection was out-of-date condoms and a massive dildo. So the dildo then just stayed under my bed because, to be fair, if you threw Big John straight at
Yeah.
someone, if that hit you in the face, you'd be disorientated for a good couple of minutes and then I can run.
You could put the condoms on your hand so there's no fingerprint.
Yes.
Suffocation. In my mind, it was like if I get you, if you're a bit
Yeah.
like, what's that condom over your head, round
Yeah.
your neck, in.
But it's out of date. It's probably a bit brittle.
So
Well, then you
how's
just wrap
that
it up round your
more
neck.
okay than stabbing
Because
somebody?
that's a weapon.
Because then it's a sex game that went wrong.
Yeah.
Also, it's not premeditated. She could be like, "Well, I just used Big John last night." They wouldn't. The police would not immediately think why she got that next to her bed because they know.
So I need to buy a dildo. That's
Big
what we're
John.
saying.
Have you not got a dildo?
No.
Oh God.
Neither have I, actually. To be fair,
Have
there
you
is
not?
no, but there is. I just no. There's a
Is this
story.
a
that-
subject we need to move on from? Andrew, stop wanking.
It's just there was just a moment when I was in hospital one time. My mum said, "I've gone into your drawer next to your bed and I've got your book that you like reading."
And you knew. You knew she'd seen it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just happens
Sexy
though.
book.
Yeah.
It just happens. In a house full of girls, it happens.
So she brought me not just a reading book, my sexy book.
Why did she bring you your sexy book?
Because she obviously keeps her reading book in her drawer next to her bed. So she thought, I know what my daughter will need in hospital.
Her reading book.
A reading book. So she bought my sexy book.
Oh, she brought you porn.
She brought my porn book.
God.
Oh.
And underneath the porn book
Was
was the dildo.
yeah.
Oh.
And all the other bits.
Things
so now
you
I have
can't
nothing. So
unsee.
the thought of it now makes me want to.
Yeah. it's a
Why
bit
did your mum not
gross.
have one?
I have no idea, and I don't really.
What do you mean you've got no idea?
My mum's all over that shit.
Yeah, well, we
That's
know what
some-
your mum's into.
Yeah, she see, childhood memory that you thought was normal but probably weird was finding big stashes of porn everywhere.
My sister finding my mum's vibrator.
Yeah,
Yeah, see, I've never had to.
No, me neither. I just wouldn't want to look. I want to find out. Just stay away from that
It's
shit.
just a normal thing.
Yeah.
So when I was moving out of the Lodge Moor flat, and Mum was trying to help me pack, and there was just a drawer. Mum's like looking at me, talking at me over the bed, and I just saw her pull on me. I was like, "Oh, Debs,
not that drawer.
not that. Just push it back. Push it back.
That's the nighttime drawer.
Do I not want to look in that drawer? Not really. We're already quite close. Don't look in. Just moved on. Everyone does it.
I think it's just those moments you're like, oh. She just skirted round it like it wasn't even there, and I think that makes it worse in a way.
Yeah, it'd probably be easier
What
if
did you want her
just
to
acknowledged
say
it.
though?
Well, she just didn't even
Decent
need to bother.
dildo.
She didn't even need to bother doing anything. It was just a bit. It was just not. I think that was more the point. It was more like she just didn't need to do it. And she thought she was over helping because that's what my mum does. She over helps because she wants to do more because obviously her
Yeah.
daughter was in hospital. So she was like, "What can I do? What can I do? I know." So she was just desperately trying to.
Oh, she should have brought you dildo as well.
That might help to sleep. To be fair, drown the noise out.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyway,
Anyway.
leading on to that, parents and childhood. Should we do the theme? Forgot Andrew was there. Sometimes I do things and I just think I have now got so used to him being there. I now go to the toilet without the door shut sometimes and realise and shut
Yeah.
it.
And it's hard when you're in that toilet because once you're sat,
Does-
you can't shut.
No, and if you're mid-flow,
You've got to kind of...
yeah.
What?
Meg has really well described.
Shutting the door.
When you're
Because if you sit down
yeah,
and your
yeah.
legs are there, you can't
Okay,
shut the door,
when you
it
leave
bangs.
it wide open.
So you've got
Yeah.
to kind of wee.
Okay.
It's just not easy, is it?
No. I was on the phone to George the other day. George went, "What are you doing? Are you running a bath?" I said, "No.
You're having a wee.
No wee."
Like a hoss.
She was. It just went on and on and on, and I could tell she was in the bathroom. I just couldn't tell what the fuck was going on.
I put the phone on the floor. I thought I can't do that. I need a wee, and when I need a wee, it's going like a racehorse wee. So of course, then she got the echo of it going in the bowl. And it went on
It's
for
just a
long
trend.
time.
Anytime there's a serious conversation with any of you, you always get me with them either mid piss or in the bath. I don't know how you do it. Every time I'm like, oh yeah, settle in. I've got it all set up. Got my phone and got my vape. And I've got a nice cup of tea. And the minute I shut my eyes, and I'm like, fucking hell, is that an emergency? And I open my eyes and it's like it's either my mum, my sister, or one of you lot. And I'm like, I've got to fucking answer that. Are you busy? No.
That was the beauty of it.
If you said, "I'm in the bath, I've just got in," I bet I'll give you 5 minutes till it gets colder.
No, you wouldn't. None of you would. You'd be like, oh, right, it's nothing serious. Don't worry about it. It's just, well, you know, but I'll talk to you about it later away, but I'll just, and then before you know it, we've spent 20 minutes of you giving me the story anyway, so we might as well just conversate now.
That's because you both need a dildo. You'd be so less stressed. Just that's what you could do instead.
Maybe.
Christmas.
I'm on it, mate.
Secret
Santa.
Santa. Dildos all round. It's the only D I'm be getting at Christmas.
Just start me small.
All
Start
right,
you
we'll get you a
small.
little bullet.
Like a little tiny one.
I'll build up.
A Father Christmas one. Oh my God, yes, you'd love that.
You'd love that.
Flashing
All
lights.
I want for Christmas.
Oh God. This conversation.
It's like Oscar, I'll never forget when he was little, was obsessed with Spider-Man. And he got the outfit and everything. And he like come on the couch and like come down. And he was like, give me a kiss, mummy. So I gave him a kiss and he like snogged me. And it's, you know, the Spider-Man scene where he lifts it up and he gives her a snog. So he did that to me.
Yeah.
I was a bit like, oh, that was so fucking weird. That was weird. And I was like, we don't need to kiss like that with mummy. We don't need to kiss like that with mummy. We just kiss a nice little kiss. And he was like, oh, right, okay. But now he just does it with his sister.
It is weird, those moments. I became very aware. Albert said goodbye to me one time in front of loads of parents at school, and he gave me a lingering kiss.
Oh, yeah, you know.
Head going and everything. I thought,
Oh,
where have you seen-
no, not the head, the bobbly.
Just mouth shut, no
Yeah.
tongues, but it was just very like enthusiastic, and I was a bit that was weird. But I can't look like I'm rejecting my son,
Yeah.
so I've got to carry on,
And
but
that it's
stay
an
very
issue
still.
that he snogs you all the time, and you have to be like, no, stop snogging.
Oh, it's not. I like those normal things because it's just they're just seeing something and doing it. They just think it's a natural emotion, isn't it? Oh,
Yeah.
you like
Yeah.
someone, you kiss them. They don't know the difference. It's only when they get to about 15, 16 and they think, oh shit, I snogged my mum in a Spider-Man suit. That's when he's going to be like, oh my God,
it's gonna
do you
freak
think she
you out.
remembers that? But like, yeah, she does because she mentions it all the time. It will be those where it goes in
Yeah.
his head and he'll suddenly
Yeah.
realise, I snogged my mum. Who did you kiss? Who's the first person you kissed? My mum.
Yeah, it was me.
Yeah.
It was me, Oscar.
Yeah.
By the way, just in case you're wondering your first snog, me on the couch. Lucky old mummy. I found them it's always in the bath as well, isn't it? I found them in the bath the other day and Bella was absolutely hysterically laughing. I was like, what are they doing? And they were, Oscar was underwater and he was like blowing bubbles next to her bum and a bit. So it was tickling her. So she was laughing her head off. So she was laid on her belly and he was laid behind her, face down in the bath, blowing bubbles. And I wanted to take a video because I've never heard a laugh so
Oh,
hot,
yeah.
that belly laugh. So I took, because they've been innocent, I didn't think anything of it. Started taking the video, and then when I looked at my phone
Yeah, it must have
screen,
horrendous, the video.
and I was like, yeah, that does. If I send that to Rob, he will be like, what is going on?
Yeah, you can't. That just stays on your phone. That
Yeah.
can never be sent.
So I
anywhere.
was like, I'm not going to video that. I'll
No.
just let them carry on enjoying themselves.
And Oscar, when he's about 15, 16, remember that moment.
yeah. So yeah, a lot of
Aw.
strange things when you have children, isn't there?
Is there anything weird that you remember as a child thinking, oh God, I did that?
Not on them extents. It was more that like from a young age, I used to my dad always watched like sci-fi films and like horror films, stuff like that. And I used to always like watch them with him and watch them with mum and dad. And literally from such a young age, they'd let me watch the goriest like Saw films, everything. But then drew the line at like obviously anything sexual. So if we were watching like a film and then obviously they started like snogging on the couch and like getting a little bit frisky, I'd have to leave the room.
So,
But then they'd allow me to sit there and watch someone get their head brutally chopped off.
So you could have someone's head getting chopped off,
Yeah.
but you couldn't watch
But it was
someone giving head.
inappropriate to watch the sexual acts. They obviously didn't want me to be influenced by that.
Just
But
murder.
actually, yeah.
Well, now that explains
torture, murder.
That explains the knife over a dildo.
Yeah.
Making sense.
So you don't have a dildo, but you have a fucking knife.
Yeah. And then when you're older, you're like, yeah, I don't think that was quite normal.
No.
But they thought they were doing the right thing.
Marie, in what way did you think you were doing the right thing?
But I love horror films.
Yeah,
you do, don't you?
Love them.
What do you think when you hit sexy time films?
Do you walk out the room?
I feel like a bit naughty. I'm like, I shouldn't be watching this.
Have you ever watched porn? Did you walk out the room or did you watch it?
Okay. G, anything?
Maggie got embarrassed. Maggie's got
Can you
embarrassed.
talk about your fucked up childhood instead, please?
No, mate, it's also topics that we can't talk about. I mentally blocked my childhood for a multitude of reasons. I finally found happiness, so we just cut the line on that one. I don't. If I have, I genuinely can't tap into it. The only weird thing was probably the encouragement of Harriet's belief that she had like special powers, or that she was like from another.
Yeah.
She'd had several other lives before this life, but it was like
It was encouraged.
the whole family encouraged this fucking weird behaviour all the time, and it was weird stuff like so when she was little, at our Elsie's. Mum said, apparently I was there, I haven't got recollection of it, but Harriet was messing about. The kitchen to the living room was like one of them old glass doors. Harriet's dicking about with it, as she does, dicking about with it, laughing, playing with something. And Mum's like, get over, like, you're going to break that door. And she's like, I'm playing with the man. There was no man there. And my great-granddad had passed before Harriet was even born. I think he'd passed a couple of months after I'd been born. So she'd had no idea what she was on about. Then she turned to face my mum, and then she was like, oh, Mummy, you're stroking your hair. Well, Mum always used to sit in his seat. So from that moment on, it was like any weird shit Harriet came out with, everyone was like, yeah. She professed for years that she'd lived a previous life as a donkey. With vivid, like we're talking.
Skeggy.
No, we're talking. It was
Like
like
Jesus.
it was
Like
like yeah,
Bethlehem.
yeah, old school donkey.
Yeah.
Then
Old
she'd been a kid who'd. I think she used to say she'd been a young boy or something who got really sick. She used to say his name all the time. Then there was like an imaginary friend. There was just weird bits, and everyone just to use indulge her all the goddamn time.
Does
And
she remember any of this?
I think she's got bits and bobs, but then
That's
she's
brilliant.
fucking kooky as, isn't she? Anyway,
That is
I can
brilliant.
guarantee when this gets released, Harriet will be like, "Oh yeah," she'll comment and give us a full
Amazing.
rundown, an absolutely full rundown.
Harriet,
But
I want to know about the donkey.
she just full indulgence of all sorts,
But
and then
that's brilliant as child. You should feel like that. Albert's convinced that he's stronger than any man because he's got massive muscles. Have you seen him?
yeah,
I'm not old.
Bertie.
But it's nice that that's what they believe.
Yeah.
You've
Yeah,
got to
but-
let them
yeah,
believe
but-
that.
Also, he might get battered.
It's dangerous as well when he says, I can punch that wall, Mummy. I can punch that wall right down. You're like, no. Let me try. No. Because obviously...
I'd let him
they-
try.
Yeah, but you see, because they're watching films
Yeah.
now where kids, there's some weird things. Shark Boy, I don't even want to get into that because that's insanely weird. But there's so many things where kids get strong or they have powers and they can knock through walls.
There's one, isn't there, where it's like they're all superheroes or something, but then there's like an adult superhero, but he's as a kid or something.
Yeah, Shazam.
Yes.
Yeah. So he's now convinced himself that if he thinks he's strong, he can do it.
Oh.
Make him do a workout with you. I did that to Oscar on
He
Saturday.
does. He
When
does.
was it Sunday?
And he's doing burpees as fast as I am, but then he's doing like press ups with his bum in the air. And he's like, look how good I am. So it's actually making him worse now because he thinks he can do all of that.
Do you not just say you're not doing it properly?
I try, but honestly, that kid, his ego.
Well, that's not a bad thing. It's
I'm
not
going
a
to walk
bad
back
thing.
it one day and he's going to have broken fingers, isn't he? Because he's trying to
Yeah.
smash a wall in.
And then he can
Yeah.
learn. So when he's sat at the children's
Yeah.
getting his hand potted, you can
Yeah.
have a little conversation about how it's great to have
Yeah.
self-confidence, but that much of an self-inflicted ego.
Yeah. Let him touch the fire and he
Yeah.
won't touch it again.
Yeah.
Let him smash the wall.
He's convinced.
The wall will win.
You know, when you're as a child, you convince yourself that you have these things you can do. Do you not think that you...
Oh, I used to think I was psychic because every time I'd come home from school, I'd guess which That's So Raven and Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, which episode it was going to be. And I would almost always right.
Almost always.
Almost, I would say I had like a 92% success rate. And I was so convinced I was psychic. And
That's
I tried to
brilliant.
explain it to people and nobody listened.
If was that all the evidence you had?
I know, I should have started writing it down,
Yeah.
making a diary of it. But then if I wrote it down, it didn't come true. It was only when it was in my head, I'd be like, I think it's going to be that episode tonight.
That's like
And it
that's
was.
like your hands with the good luck thing, isn't it?
Yeah, I've not worn that
Yeah.
in a while.
Life got better though, didn't it?
Yeah. Not so
Cursed.
fucking lucky.
Absolutely cursed.
Yeah. Albert thinks that if he runs fast, you can't see his legs, like flash. Like if you run, you're like, look, and he'll run. You're like, did you see my legs? They were going so fast. I was like, yeah, I did. Okay.
Oh, like if you eat carrots, it helps you see in the dark.
Yeah, he's
That sort of
believing
thing.
things. If he's just like standing in one spot, like running really fast. Like, look, you can't see my legs. You can't see him. You can't see him. Like, yeah, you can. But he thinks he's Flash. It's just weird. But I don't want to break that because he quite likes it. And then he's looking in the shadows as he's running, and he's looking at himself, and he's like looking at his legs running really fast.
And he's at an age now where you don't know how much longer that's going to
I
last.
know.
That naivety and everything. They're at such that. It's like 6, 7. It's like
It's a
they're
fine
gonna
line.
be growing
Yeah,
out of
It's a
bed.
real
Yeah.
fine
Like,
line.
Oscar still has a lullaby every night. And
Aww.
every night I think, this especially at the minute, I'm like, oh my God, I'm starving. Like, I can't wait to, because I put Bella down, then him down. And then and every night I think to myself, no, like there's not going to be much longer that
One
he's
night
gonna
he won't
want-
ask for it. Yeah.
And I'll just be absolutely heartbroken.
Oh.
So I'm like, no, we can do it. So I just think just let them enjoy these last few years of thinking.
It's
that
still
they're
harder in the moment, though,
Superman.
isn't it? When you think, fuck me, I really need to go for a wee and I can't be bothered.
Oh, yeah.
Although, apparently someone's put on the government website that elves have to quarantine for 14 days if they go out of the country. So apparently, Elf on the Shelf, you have an answer to ban it. Yeah.
Do you know what? I did think to myself the other day, I'm going to have to do a full December of Elf on the Shelf.
You don't know because they've got quarantine, so in theory they've got to stay.
What, they've got to stay in...
There's actually on the government website. It
But
actually
then they're
says-
gonna
They've actually
say,
done
but
something so
yeah,
you can prove
father-
it.
Yeah,
Oh, have they?
Yeah. yeah.
I might have to do that.
Because
Yeah.
otherwise they won't be able to make the... I'm confused.
Yeah, but the kids are too clued up on it now. So their argument's going to be, so why
Why
don't they
Father
come at the start of
Christmas?
December,
Yeah.
quarantine for 2 weeks, Mummy, and then I can still have 2 weeks of...
Yeah, well, because
But he's not leaving the house. Oscar would be like, but he's not leaving the house.
Yeah.
So he doesn't
He's
know
in
about
quarantine.
quarantine or anything though, Oscar. So
See, Albert's already asked, how is Father Christmas going to get round with the virus? Don't know, baby. Because I can't go and see people. Fair bloody point, babe. Fair bloody point.
Do you know the best film, actually? It's one of my favourite Christmas films. Arthur Christmas is
Yeah.
probably the best film to
Yeah.
show them,
Loves
to try
it.
and explain it.
Loves
Because
it.
at least then the elves just drop in on the wires, drop the presents in, and then
Yeah.
they don't really actually
Yeah.
touch a lot.
I love Arthur
Yeah.
Christmas.
Albert
It's on
watches that.
Netflix now.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
other night I was like, look, Oscar, Arthur Christmas on. I was like, yeah.
We're just holding that off at the minute because we're still. It's coming in November and we are still on fucking Polar Express every so often. Still didn't die a death.
I find it really boring.
It's awful.
I like the Grinch.
We
I
watched
like
it was the
Mm.
Grinch for quite some time. Polar Express, Arthur Christmas.
Elf. You should watch Elf.
Oh, he might
Yeah.
do Elf this year.
Elf's
Yeah, I
great.
might get into Elf.
Elf's great.
Have you watched Claws on Netflix? Okay, it's a
Yes,
cartoon.
great film.
Is it good?
I'm
Yes.
not sure if your boy would like it.
Why?
Seems a bit grown up. Maybe.
It's got some beefier bits to it,
Uh,
which he'd be able to comprehend. It's not like a scarier. It's just more of an emotional. It's just got beefy bits to it.
oh, we're currently on to Jumanji at the minute. The
Oh,
old
yeah.
one.
Yeah.
I wanted
The
my
old
sister-
one or
Yeah,
the new
the
one?
The
old
new
one.
ones are really good.
Ah,
Just watch the new
Yeah, but
one.
they're 12s.
The 12s.
Ah.
Oh, no, I don't think there's anything sexual in it.
Oscar
I know,
watches
that's
it.
I know, but that's what's weird, isn't it? That they're going.
I think, probably when they get eaten by a hippo.
Yeah.
Maybe
he
they-
watches. He's seen Jurassic Park.
Well, there you go.
I
Or
think
he'd
the
be
old
fine.
Jumanji is
scary.
It is
scarier
scarier.
than the new one.
I mean, the
Very
other day,
intense.
you were watching a very... Somebody got shot. and then they died, and then the dogs ran off together, and it was very
Oh yeah.
that is
Call of the Wild with Harrison Ford. I cry.
That stayed
I cry
with
in
me.
that.
and they were just watching it. So I'd
Betsy
rather
made
give
you
them
watch that. Betsy made-
Jumanji.
The CGI dog.
Yeah, Betsy made you watch the really harrowing part. And she said to me afterwards, she went, Meggie was sad. I went, well, it is sad. She said, I'm not sad. He's okay. But he died. But the dog's okay, Mummy.
Yeah. To be fair, at the beginning of every single film, if I see a dog, does the dog die in?
Yeah.
And if the answer's yes, I'm not watching
Have you
it.
seen John Wick's?
No, I can't watch it because the dog dies, doesn't it?
Amazing.
It's the
Can't
best
watch
film,
it.
but it makes you so angry, and
Can't
you're
watch
angry
it.
because of the
Can't
dog.
I cannot. My heart
No, you couldn't watch
hurts too much that I can't
I know, but
physically watch it.
You can.
It's not
I'm
really
like
about
that,
the dog,
but
though.
honestly, once you get over it, then you're so into
Can't.
the film
I
because
won't
you're
get
so
over it.
angry.
I won't get over it.
Okay.
And then
don't
he
watch it.
gets
too much.
revenge. He gets revenge.
Doesn't
and
matter,
it's
the dog's
satisfying.
dead.
Well, yeah, the dog is
it.
dead.
Don't watch it. It's really hard. The
I
dog-
can't.
It's awful.
I
And
just
I
feel
went
sad.
mad at Rob when we watched it. I was like, you didn't tell me. Because you always think the dog's not going to die. They're not going to do that at the beginning of a
No.
movie. Who does
Not a
that?
puppy.
But yeah, it
Mate, if you
does.
watched Up, kills his wife within the first
I
3.5
don't watch Up.
minutes.
That's sad.
I
But
don't
can
watch
get
that
over
film.
I
that.
can't
I can
watch
get
Up.
over that.
Can't watch it.
Yeah.
Can't watch it.
Frozen. Boom. Parents are dead.
That doesn't
Can't-
bother me.
No,
the
it
same way
doesn't
a
bother
dog
me.
does.
No.
Doesn't
Old
Not your
people-
dog.
Doesn't matter.
Old
I think
people
about my
and
dog.
animals.
Yeah, any animal. I Am Legend is such a good film, and I physically can't watch it because I just see that scene.
But it's not your dog.
Doesn't matter. I can feel the.
She can watch
Yeah.
kids dying, parents dying.
God.
Kids are hard. Kids are hard.
Doable, but hard.
Anyone above the age of like, I would say anything above the age of like 13.
I Am Legend?
It's like when we were watching Lost Kingdom, and I'd be like, Rob would be like, all them people have just had their heads chopped off, and you've just winced because the horse died.
Oh, but that I
do-
can't. I
Oh,
struggle
and I
with
tell you,
horses.
and I tell you what killed me. I tell you which film
I tell you.
destroyed me. Neverending Story.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
Oh God.
The horse, and it's
Oh, in
pulling
the
horse
quicksand.
out of the frigging mud or the sand or whatever it is, and it's like, come on, and the dog. Oh God.
Have you ever watched
man.
Big Hero 6?
Yes.
That's
When he
sad.
sacrifices
Yeah.
himself. Oh, but he comes back
That's
at
not
the
that
end, doesn't
bad.
it? It's not that bad.
That's not
No,
that
it's
bad.
not. No, it's not that bad.
And he's like a big
I take that
marshmallow. It's
back.
just not the same thing.
Yeah, but he's cute.
He
The
is
horse in the
cute.
quicksand, that's given a million kids nightmares.
That has destroyed me.
Legendary.
Oh, my heart is tight right now thinking about it.
Okay.
My stomach is grumbling.
Yeah.
I'm starving.
Oh.
Wow. Yeah, it's
Beautiful.
time. It's
Sing
time.
us out.
Sing us
Sing
out.
us out, Andrew.
And we're done. We are done.
Podcast is never really
Do you want to borrow these mics for your podcast next time? Thanks for listening. Did we actually end up doing
That was
Kind of.
another
random.
very random.
That was a disturbing episode.
Yeah.
We found a lot out that
Yeah,
we probably
I think
should
some
never
maybe
have
we should
told
rebury
people.
again. I'm just going to do some
Yeah.
cutting.
Yeah.
Edit.
You may actually. We're talking about things you may never have
You
heard
might-
of.
Yeah, they might not get released into the world.
Maybe it's too R-rated. X-rated? R-rated.
Everything wrong rated.
Yeah.
Oh, they're going to wonder what we cut now. Nothing.
Keep them
We
wondering.
cut nothing
Keep them
We're
wondering.
all normal here.
apart from Meg, because she's psychic.
Clap.
So what? Go on then. What number are we going to do next week, Meg?
What?
Well, you're psychic. So what number episode are we doing next week?
43.
Yeah. See, it's true. It's definitely
Psychic.
psychic. See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Clap.